Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my preview of the 2018 Week 6 NFL matchup, which pits the Los Angeles Rams against the Denver Broncos. Now, it's pretty safe to say the Rams are simply the superior team in this one. I do like them to prevail in this matchup. The Rams can very well be the supreme team in all the NFL. I'm sure a lot of people have them number one in their power rankings. I'm sure they might even be a consensus number one team in terms of power rankings go as far as fans go or analysts or what have you. Now, the thing about this, though, the Denver Broncos have surprised. I mean, they've underachieved without a doubt this season, especially on the defensive end. You're talking, I mean, their run defense has been atrocious, to say the least. They're number 30 in rushing yards allowed per game right now, which is near the bottom of the barrel in the NFL. Los Angeles Rams, of course, have a very formidable running attack. They're number 7 in the NFL, led by Todd Gurley, who, of course, is one of the leading rushers in the NFL. They also, I mean, looking at the Rams, they are flawless 5-0. Denver is just 2-3. The Rams have surprisingly, I mean, even with their success, I was a little surprised by the 6-0 and out-of-conference games since 2007. Denver just 2-3 in out-of-conference games in that same period. And the Rams have been exceptional on the road since 2017, 9-1 on the road since last season. Well, the Broncos are about a mediocre, you could say mediocre, 6-5 at home since 2017. There's a lot of elements of things that do favor the Rams strongly in this one. Looking at this as well, you look at quarterback Jared Goff is number 1 in the NFL right now in passing yards. I mean, he's having a sensational season. The pass defense of Denver is in the middle of the pack, number 16 in terms of passing yards allowed per game. Now, the thing about this, too, is the Rams have dominated the series in recent years against Denver, recent time as well. Now, they have won 3 of the last meetings against them and 4 of the last 5 games against Denver as well. I understand, though, this is still a different teams that these teams have since the last time they played them. But that being said, you're looking at this. I mean, the Rams are, I mean, there's no doubt, I mean, clearly the superior team, and they are, I mean, in virtually every aspect of the game. Now, the one thing, if Denver can gain any solace in anything, it's the fact that, I mean, they are at home. They just had I mean, really demoralized at the hands of the New York Jets last week. I still cannot understand, even being a New York Jets fan, how the Jets were, I mean, even they had like a 59% chance or something, according to that Football Power Index or what have you, to defeat the Broncos. But what I didn't realize is that the Broncos were like 1-10 on the road or something going into that game, having really a lamentable road record. I'm sure played a strong role in that. Now, in Denver's defense, again, talking about underachieving, it's not even just the run defense, it's just the score, just the general defense. The scoring defense, they've given up about 26 points per game. This is not really what your typical Denver Broncos defense, and they are, I mean, they had a lot of pride in their defense at a point in time. But, I mean, you look at Von Miller has held to no sacks in the last 3 games. And obviously he's going to have a very big game for them to have any chance of winning. The Los Angeles Rams, though, did show some vulnerability on defense last week. They did give up 190 rushing yards last week. Denver's hope may be to just try to run the ball at the Rams in this game and try to dominate time of possession and just keep the ball out of Jared Goff's and company's hands. I don't think it's going to be enough. They could attempt to do that, but there's just going to be so much offense on the Rams' part in this game. The Rams are averaging nearly 35 points per game. They're simply an offensive juggernaut, one of the best offenses in the NFL. Now, wide receiver Brandon Cooks is questionable. If he doesn't play, it obviously could make the game a little bit closer. I believe if he doesn't, because he could have an integral role in this outcome. But that being said, the Rams still win it one way or another. It'll just be a little more competitive game. I believe if wide receiver Brandon Cooks does not play, I still like them either way to defeat Denver in this one. And just in summation, the Rams are just, obviously head to toe. I mean, personnel standpoint, so much better than Denver right now. And Denver certainly, I mean, they have lost 3 consecutive games. They're reeling, and the Rams are really on a rampage right now, and they're rolling. So they're 2 teams that are just going in opposite directions. I like the Rams to win on the road in this one against the Denver Broncos. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment for my 2018 Week 6 NFL preview between which pits the Rams against the Broncos. And until next time, people, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.